State House and Senate negotiators are trying to agree on a new state budget. There's lots of funding for new programs, but advocates say there isn't nearly enough for emergency housing assistance to continue the so-called motel program.
As NBC5's Stephen Biddix explains, this could mean thousands of people will have no place to go in the next 2 months.
During the pandemic, Vermont and other states all across the country had the pleasure of seeing an influx of federal dollars which they were able to use for state programs. For example, Vermont was able to expand their hotel-motel program, but with that federal money now drying up and the legislature and governor's proposed budgets not having the money to fill that gap, thousands of Vermonters could be back on the streets.
Please don't throw us out on the streets.
More than 2,000 Vermonters are a part of the state's hotel-motel program and staying in places like the Hilltop Inn in Berlin, but their stay could be coming to a close.
With this budget, the state will have created a preventable humanitarian crisis.
Right now, we're going to be handing out sleeping bags. Where are people going to camp? That's what we're come to. That's the plan that is being foisted upon us.
That is because pandemic-era federal funding has come to an end, and many programs across the state that saw drastic expansion with these additional dollars now have to return to pre-pandemic form. This is creating questions and concerns for one group who took to the State House steps Tuesday to get the legislature's and governor's attention.
I'm terrified about what will happen to us if we are thrown out as planned on June 1st. We have nowhere to go.
Brittany Plukas feels the state is leaving its own behind and will be responsible for the thousands of lives ruined.
Treat us as if we aren't worth sheltering. We are not worth spending the money on, even though our lives will be destroyed, as so many others will.
Advocates who believe the state should continue the expanded funding of this program are calling out Governor Scott and Democrats alike to make last-second changes to the budget. And in response, the Scott administration sending NBC5 a statement saying in part, quote, "The expansion was in response to the pandemic and was federally funded. That funding has ended. The emergency hotel program is not the right approach to solving homelessness and is not a long-term solution." The governor also did say that the Agency of Human Services is working on alternatives to help those that are now exiting the program. But regardless, unless the administration or legislators fill that federal gap in the budget, thousands are going to be homeless once again. In Montpelier, Stephen Biddix, NBC5 News.